Alright everyone, welcome back to the North American Race League Tier 2 Round 1. And while I was away, it looks like Stenner and Goody-Doo actually passed Goldina. Stenner setting that 106.8 that I mentioned could end up being the pole position of this race. We will see if that is able to hold up. Stenner has had a great year, just been a little unlucky. We'll see if he can hold pole position here in round 7. They're going to follow along with Churchill. Churchill set his first lap on medium, so we're going to see if this soft tire compound is going to get him a little faster. Good exit here out of final turn, coming down the straight. Oh, Murs tucked in there very tight. We're going to see what Churchill can do on the soft. And a 106.8, good enough for P3 right now. Great lap. Oh, Seta setting a 106.727. Taking provisional pole here. Wow, what a great lap. So the supply wrap here setting a lap on the medium tires. The strategy here is going to be either a soft to medium, or medium soft, one stop strategy. So if you can start on those mediums, you're going to lose a little time to start the race. If you're quick on this track, you can really have a great race starting on those mediums and have a great advantage come pit stop time and the end of the race. Oh, it seems Supply Raptor aborted his lap there. We're going to follow along with Pedro's on another hot lap. He's going for a second one yet again. This is a tough thing to do because you're going to run out of ERS at the end of this lap, coming down that long back straightaway. Oh, slightly conserving it, or is it avoiding the lap? No, conserving it through the corners to try to get himself through. He seems to have learned from his mistake last time. So we'll see if he can keep that ERS up long enough to just get down this home straight, set a faster time. It's going to be very, very, very close. Oh, beats it by almost 2:10. So very good lap to take. Now we're going to catch here with Goody-Goo's end of his lap. And Goody-Doo now setting just 4 thousandths of a second faster than Theta. This is going to be a barn burner to see who can get pole here. Everybody just so close, really pushing it out on this track. It's very risky because you can lose it on this track or invalidate easily if you just try to push that a slight bit too much. You're going to see Stenner starting as a single hot lap. Coming down, hugging that inside line to keep the wheel straight. So let's see what Stenner can pull off. This top three is so close, barely separated by 1/10. Or about 900ths of a second. Wow, this is so close, just maybe squeaking out a second in the Senna S, or just going 1 mile an hour faster on this corner could be the difference. in pole and P3 right now. And I really very clean, sticking it to the ground there. Apologies, I noticed this up in the corner. Alright. Let's get back to Stenner's lap. What will he be able to do? Coming in really quickly. Oh, it's going to be so close. Oh. Just blowing Booty-Doo and Seta out of the water. By almost 3/10. I did not expect a lap like that. That is an unbelievable lap there by Stenner. He really well positioned. I think he's going to feel very confident going into the race if he has a 106 4.63. Wow, that is really an incredible lap. I'm going to switch gears. Vircho finishing off his lap. Coming down the straight. Oh! P2 blowing Booty-Doo and Seta out by these guys. I guess they had more in store than they even thought of showing. They really were pushing this time. And there's still 3 minutes left, so people have enough time to get another lap in. Seems Victor is aborting his lap. Possibly trying to save up some ERS. Who's on a hot lap? Seta going to be coming out for another lap following his teammate out of the pits. So we're going to catch up with him about a lap and see where he is at. Bobina and Seta having a little game of cat and mouse here. Might be some teammate work at play here with Seta and Bobina. Bobina possibly trying to take a tow from Seta to up his time, and they lose each other. So let's follow along with Peplusa here on a lap. Coming in, just going right up to the edge of the curve there. Quickly around the corner. Skating down that really fast left. You gotta, if you have the course, full flat out on the inside or outside. Let's see, what is Peplusa going to move up to 8 107 008. So we're going to follow along with Seta here, going to see if he can catch up to Vircho and Stenner, possibly take pole position for himself. Very clean, keeping the power down, going right up to the edge. Little lock up there, but that's okay. You can see not lifting even a little bit. Coming down the main straight, keeping it tight to shorten the distance. You're going to ride this line here, follow the yellow all the way up. And all the way up to second to P2 right here at the end of the qualifying. So we have a flurry of cars out on track. Cars everywhere. So we're going to see a lot of times coming in very quickly here in a second. It seems Seta is tired. Is not turning on his ERS. Oh, that's computer. Finishing up a lap here. Apologies, everyone. Seems I have lagged out of the race. Can't get back in very quickly. It's upsetting. I wanted to see how the end of that went. We're going to get back in right before the race starts. Again, apologies everyone. That was, these lobbies can have a tendency, some of these servers, and I hope to see that EA can fix that a little bit. There might be a problem. Let's see if we aren't able to get in. So I'm gonna, not sure if I should continue the stream here or restart it again. I apologize. So let me see. I really apologize. I want to get in before this race. Having a little bit of technical difficulties here. This is how things go, with e-racing. You don't have the problems with seeing technical issues in that way. Oh, perfect. Got in right before the race started. Frozen at the session starting in 23 seconds. So we're going to see everybody on the grid to start. Oh, they waited for us. What great guys. So we are off on the formation lap. That pit stop, sorry, it's not how this is going to go. So while we're here, let's take a look at what tires people are. So everyone except Apex, or AC Lopez and Perrier, I always have trouble with this name, Perrier, are taking the sauce outside of the top 10. Everybody in the top 10 taking the sauce here. So the strategy for the back runners is going to be stay in the DRS turn, keep as close as possible, maybe steal a spot or two. But everyone in the front is really just going to be focused on trying to separate this group from the medium runners. The better they can separate out, the better the pit stops are going to go. And this is a very dangerous pit wall here. So you never know when somebody could be coming out from fixing a wing and come right back in for needing a new wing. It's a dangerous pit exit. It's very windy. So let's hope we don't see that today. Everybody's just getting the tires all warmed up. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day to race, warm track. Oh, no disqualifications. It's a very twisty track, so people can take penalties for sure on the formation lap and be forced to start on cold tires. And right as I say that, Radioactive had a bit of an accident. There's the predicted pit stop strategy. You're gonna, oh no, it's still a little wrong, but definitely people are gonna be taking the softs and the mediums. I think everyone will actually be starting on cold or warm tires, even though Radioactive and Perrier were disqualified. So here we go back to the front. 5 lights. Alright, starting up in a sec. Well, they're making a little bit of lag from... Fly Raptor, they're taking a drive-through penalty. Oh, Mark crashed! Got AC Lopez, the Fly Raptor, and Mark all get in a crash going into turn 1. Seems like there's not going to be any yellow flag or any safety car, virtual or otherwise. So we're going to see who are the big winners and who are the big losers. So we're going to see Merge going up 4 position tires, so that's going to be a huge thing to watch. Instead of taking it, the big loser there is going to be Tezonic. We're going to see Shush just a little far behind to be in that tow. But Murr's really pushing here, catching up to Shush. So it looks like the choice to stay on soft tires for Murr's really off for him. JC Butler not going to make a move. Radioactive moving up 1 position. Now only behind his teammate Perriello, who was back in 20th position, but has moved up already. We'll see Supply Raptor and Tezonic taking a pit stop, I'm assuming because of the need to repair the front wing. But you got to think if they really need to work together here and try to use that DRS train to get back into this race, because they're so far behind, and you spend time fighting on this track and you lose so much time. We're going to come up with Seta, who is not using DRS for some reason. Center setting the fastest lap. It seems like Center is way with this one. We're going to move away to some of these close battles down in the midfield. Papusa starting to really get close on Bobina, but Bobina is still really close on Butler, so they're both kind of in this DRS train, and this track is all about just waiting for that one mistake. If one thing happens, everything can change. Wow. You have to give a going out. So getting the job done down the inside on the switchback. Clear of Pagers. Now it's his teammate Radioactive's turn to come up behind Pagers and then catch up, possibly even push Pagers and try to take it into turn. Fine here. Already, I believe, P20 to P11. He's had a really great season already, just some unlucky races. Oh, we're having some internet issues. Excuse for that. Not sure if it's a lobby or me. Seems like everything. Okay. Alright, so let's hop on board. Midfield just spraying. Everybody following each other, and Chaos doing a great job to stay close with Papusa on the medium tires. The longer he can stay with that top 10 group, the better off he some pit stop time, and I think Perriello is kind of realizing that. You're going to get the move done around the outside. Under the wheel. Oh, contact coming down on the inside, and Perriello gets it done. Aggressive move there. But gets the job done. Chaos come back with it. I believe he's going to be content to stay in a P11 and just follow Perriello around. So, very close battles. It seems we have group separated by just one person being slightly outside the DRS zone, but overall everyone really close, with Supply Raptor and Tesmonic bringing up the rear in this race. I mean, Perriello has just been really pushing hard at this corner, and he's left his teammate behind. Well, it seems Vircho is starting to think about a move with full ERS right now. This could be a push-it moment. No, deciding to hold the lead, possibly to stay with him just through the ERS straight. Oh, and Felipe getting his first penalty of the day. We're going to stay with this battle, but there is another battle, especially between Pedro's Chaos and Radioactive, that I would like to switch over to. But this is so close to the top podium right now, and then Goody Doo not far behind here, following the ground. Vircho just not quick enough through Sector 2. Very quick racer. We'll see if he can pull a little closer in the DRS zone. I think he's just waiting for that perfect opportunity. Maybe waiting on Feta to run down some of that ERS. Feta just able to keep Vircho back and keep him at enough distance, be quick enough through Sector 2. As I said before, this race is one and one in Sector 2. The straights are very important, but you have to keep it pinned and keep steady through Sector 2 all the time in order to even really have a chance at the podium here. It's such an easy track to just not think enough one time and send your foot down on that accelerator and go spinning around. You're going to see the time he's got full overtake. So can he get the space to Feta? I think he's going to have to go for it. He's just thinking about it and backing out, maybe trying to just put Feta under and him. Maybe force him to waste some of that really close battle right now. Because of that battle, actually, you're going to see Goody Doo and Shush become more of this conversation as Center just keeps us steady about back on Feta and just really controlling the pace. Doing a great job to just put enough pressure on Feta that he has another thing to think about in his defending. For that bird. So on lap 9, you're really not going to start seeing pit stops until about lap 16 or 15. If you can make those stops last that long, but you're going to be looking at these medium runners going 20-25 laps. And take a battle for P6 with Murray and Butler. Another penalty for missing the first few seconds. Getting real close to Murs. Murs going wide. So if Butler can just stay this close, he might not have the ERS advantage, but he's going to have the DRS advantage coming up in the next straight. Murs has just really pushed hard in this race and put it flat out. And Butler just getting a little bit of oversteer. Maybe that tire we're starting to creep up on people. time. No problem just controlling the people around him. Ooh, Perriello getting a 3-second penalty. That could be big. He has been pushing up really hard in this race, and 3 seconds could be the difference. Could be 3-place difference right now. We're going to see the pack start to spread out a little bit as people get comfortable in where they are and start thinking about their pit stop strategy, if they're going to take the overcut or the undercut, if they want to pit, when they want to pit, and what tires they're going to put on. But I haven't seen a lot of damage in this race, so we're going to assuming not see many people taking those hard tires. Let's take a look at what we have for tires. So supply wrap and Sensonic came out a little bit, I think, from damage with the accident with Mark. So they're going to be the two some pressure tires. It's going to be interesting to see how their strategy has changed here. They're going to try to just ride out the medium 30 laps and just try to get back in here, but you have to think about maybe taking the softs there, or taking the hards there so that you can put on softs at the end of the race on a possible 2-stop recovery and really push your chances. But this pack is getting really tight. Oh, we have a spun it. That was in the grass there. It's super difficult to back counter so quickly. One of qualifying leaders and running comfortably in second place. And then I'm sorry I missed that. I do wonder what happened. So we're going to see Citrus, Doody-Doo, and Furcho, and Shush with this 2-4 battle that is going to be the main focus of today, because Stenner, as long as he can keep it clean and keep putting up these quick laps, he doesn't really need to grow that gap. He just needs to control it and make sure he stays above 1 second. Just save these tires and try to go long. But these 2 through 4 are going to be fighting for the remainder of this race if everybody keeps it clean. This is a really long straight. You don't realize how much you caught up until you get down to the straight at the end where it's actually straight here. So it's going to say, take your softs off now. I think most of our racers here today are going to push their strategy a little more towards the 15 to 16 mark. Oh, we have a battle going on for 12th here in tight racing between Chaos and Death. Wow. Radioactive just fighting to keep on that inside and gets it done. I'm sorry, every time I get a chance, I love that camera angle up the hill. So we're going to keep going. I'm looking up and down the leaderboards right now. So we're going to follow along the area here. If I knew how much I was going to call insane today, I would practice it. Oh, so it's going to be Butler making the first pit stop, presumably to go on those mediums. He's going to go for the undercut here, and push those tires as hard as he can, hopefully get some clean air. Now going on the hard. Interesting move there from Butler. So we're going to see what his idea is, because like I said, I assume most of these soft runners are going to go onto the medium tire here in a few laps. They'll be loading up for an attack here on Mers. Little far back if he can close that gap up. He moves his ERS advantage right now. I think he will be maybe pushing a little more. So here we go. It's Bobina and Mers. Bobina going to... Oh, he's going to take it in the pit. I've always thought that's an interesting question. Do you take the DRS there, try to push for maybe one more lap, use that DRS advantage you had? Or do you just go follow them into the pits and make this a race? Oh, really? You're taking a penalty. So one of these leaders going to pit. Another person, AC Lopez, going on to the hard tire. I want to flip around and notice this. We have a pack of 4 all fighting down for that 12th position, that 12th to 13th position. We're going to see if this holds up Mers behind Felipe, because Felipe obviously on old medium tires. So Mers getting past. Oh, and Felipe takes a penalty. His tires just weren't holding out. So Mers and Bobina going for the soft-medium strategy, which I thought was the better strategy to go on here, but obviously they thought otherwise. So it seems like that top 3 is starting to open up. Shush is making a run at Goody-Doo, but... Oh! He has really dropped off all of a sudden. Everybody running into the pits here. Says Virgil is fitted for its second pair of softs. So I think his thinking is he can push another few laps on those softs, a fresh pair of softs, and then go for a new pair of mediums towards the end of this race. So he's going to have to try to open a gap here and close down in center with those fresh soft tires. It's an interesting strategy there from Furcho. I assume he's got to be going on the medium tire. And if you... Perrier with Butler! What's happened there? With a full safety car, so this is going to really help those medium runners, specifically Radioactive, Homeless Death, and Pagers, to now get a chance to pit under safety car. That could be a big change in things. I'm trying to even see where Perrier and Butler went out on track. I don't even see their cars. It's unfortunate, you never like to see that, but the safety car owner is going to throw some fun in this. Radioactive coming in for his pit stop. Everybody diving into the pit that hasn't pitted yet. Radioactive going for the medium hard strategy here, which might pay off in the end, as some of these medium runners are going to start to feel that wear and tear. So where is everybody going to emerge? The top 3 remains untouched. We're going to have now Mers and Bobina taking getting the benefit of that now with fresh mediums. So I believe most people are seeing this race as a two-stop strategy, with going either on the medium to hard, which is the only one-stop strategy available, or going medium soft. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm interested to see what Pedro's is able to do, because this could be a huge help closing up the pack now that he has those fresh medium tires, or soft tires. That couldn't have worked out better for those medium runners, but Radioactive now leading Haas after Perry Ayo is taken out. There, we have a full safety car. Felipe must have damaged his wing, I believe. See if he gets a wing change here, because this is obviously early to be. Just wanted the medium instead of the hard. I think that's a smart move, especially being outside the points right now. So interestingly, a lot of people taking a lot of different strategies off the safety car. Kazanic going onto the hards, assumably to go to the end. Felipe going to the end on mediums. Pepalusa going to the end on mediums, I assume. It's going to be interesting to see how those last, and come to the last few laps, we might have some hard runners with a massive advantage. Should be last at safety car. We'll see if the safety car is coming in, and we'll see if Center can create that gap again and how he handles the safety car restart. Oh, Papuso getting a wreck with Felipe. We'll see if anybody has any damage right now. I don't see any on Papuso. Felipe having to come in again, I assume, for a new wing. That's unfortunate. So Felipe going to get the worst of this safety car now, going to be stuck behind Kazanic coming in for another stop. So he's going to get double stacked, and really that's going to hurt. So the back of this pack just having some rough times following this safety car. Trying to get those brakes warmed up, get the tires warmed up, especially those hot runners. You're going to see them weaving around a lot trying to get hot. It's going to be interesting to see if Center can keep a hold of this lead a second time. He did a good job to bring the lead to about 2 seconds. So it's going to be interesting to see how we restart. Center being cautious, trying to warm up those tires before he goes. Wants to catch Goody Doo and shush off guard. Waiting right up until that line, the back of the tire warming up. And gets a little closer to hold that position. And here we go, turn one. You're going to see everyone is through this time cleanly. Goody Doo falling back to Center. Center just having a great start there. Putting a little bit of money where his mouth is and throwing the ERS to try to hold this lead and hold everybody back. Pedro is right behind Murs, who got the benefit of the safety car to go on what are assuredly about 2 lap only at this point. So we're going to see Pedro trying to go for this 2-stop strategy. If he wants to get here, he's got to stay out of this traffic, get around these people quickly, use the grip of those soft tires to the second sector, and try to push Murs, maybe catch him napping up here around this corner or somewhere in the second sector, because the DRS straight is not going to gain him anything. He's really got to push it in the corner. Flying down to T1 right now. Beta, after spinning though, is going to be on a great strategy if his teammate allows him through. Both were very quick qualifiers here in the plan, looking really strong in Brazil and just having kind of a rough race here. Pedro's getting really close to Murs, using all of that grip to try to stay with him, coming slow into this fast left-hander. Not going to be close enough. That this decision might not be paying off. He needs to get past in the next 1 or 2 laps to try to get close. Whoa! Virtual safety car. AC Lopez looks like he crashed out on the side there. See his center comes across the line. Oh, looks like he just lost it into the corner. Speeding under VSC, Goody-Doo taking a drive-through penalty. This is going to be a big pain for him. I'm going to push Shush into virtual P2 right now because of that safety car. Goody-Doo just pushing it around. It's up through those winding exits. Gonna see, is Goody-Doo just gonna go ahead and curve it, or is he gonna stay out? He's gonna stay out for another lap. Oh, he's gonna push him anyway. Virtual safety car from David. He wants to go for the win here, and he needs to get that job done. Pedro's taking another penalty. Just not going to go for it this time. Thinking smarter of it with coming up here on lap 25. Getting really close to Goody-Doo, right on that back spring, making sure he knows he's there. Possibly trying to push a mistake out of Goody-Doo. So here we are in lap 24. We're going to see if Shush is going to push here. Goody-Doo going to stay out. Get another lap. I think he's hoping he's opening up a gap here on the back of the pack and is hoping they spread out. Bobina making a move on Pedro, putting him back up into P4, so we'll see if he can catch up to Shush now on some older medium tires. Beta has retired. That's unfortunate. He must have spun again. And 2 spins on the track. It's just so easy to spin out. So the battle now between Pedro and Bobina. We're going to see Goody-Doo have to be forced to serve that penalty now. down the straightaway. He's obviously going to have to surface here. He risked disqualification because the surface drive through penalty. So Shush is going to move into P2, and we're going to see if he can get a chance at pushing center. Center's been so consistent all day. He's not allowing anyone close to his DRS range outside of the first few laps. Oh, big movement in the middle. Because of some pit stops and Booty Doo's emergence out of the pit lane in E9, we're going to see some new softs coming on. People hoping to take these the last 10 laps and gain some time on the people ahead who are going to be running on older medium or hard tires. So Pedro's is going to have to pit here in a couple laps, so it doesn't look like this medium soft strategy is going to work out for Pedro, because he's going to be stuck really in traffic coming out, and I think the best thing for him to do is maybe take this pit stop soon so he has time to work up the grid. Being so low on ERS, he doesn't have the move on Bobina here. He's going to need to go into the pits soon and try and run those softs faster than these old mediums that people are going to be running. You can see the pack spreading out a little bit here. Pedro's just not finding a gap. Oh, Pavlusa setting the fastest lap, and Tone Lestat taking it right back. So it's good to see the guys at the back fighting to get back in this with now only 14 drivers left. We're going to see a big fight towards the end to see who can stay in the points position. Assuming Victor takes a pit stop here, it's going to be between Pavlusa, Furcho, and Tonya for that final point spot. So Bobina making the move on Pedro finally, getting it done and keeping him behind. Yellow flag in sector 1. Denner must have lost it. I don't believe he has damage. He still seems to be running fine. But that means Shush has taken over the lead of this race in round 7 of the North American Race League Championship. And we're going to see if he can hold on to that lead. We know Stenner is going to charge hard at him. We're going to see how Stenner does under some pressure from Bobina and Pedro. He's running so well, and all it takes is one moment for your mind to slip. And oh, safety car! Pavlusa seems to have lost it. We're going to see what happens here with Felipe coming around. This is going to be a huge advantage for those who are trying to run the medium strategy right now. Interestingly, Shush is not taking the opportunity to pit here. That's an interesting thought, because my thinking would be you only have a few laps left. Throw on that one pair of mediums you have left. Supply Raptor too, those are old softs. It's going to be interesting to see why or how it pans out that they didn't pit there. Victor not pitting. These older tire runners just don't want to get off these tires. So we are going to see everyone on a fresh set of tires. Furcho just pit before that, so he's got to be a little upset now that came out just 2 laps after, or 1 lap after he put those new softs on, because he could have stayed up in about 3rd place. But your new leader is going to be Shush, followed by Supply Raptor, Moody Doo, Radioactive. So we will see with only 13 cars remaining. I think that has got to be one of the fewest this group has ever run. Usually everyone is very, very clean, and I think this track, you just really have to leave the space, and you can also choose not to. It can cause some problems. We're on board with Radioactive, and it's number 69 car. Adrian is going to be on new soft tires, running really ahead of the pack with the new soft runners. Mers following close behind, with Center behind them. So it's going to be interesting if they can catch up to Shush, get around this older tire traffic, specifically Supply Raptor, and try to push Shush to the lead. Because you have to think Shush is saying, these are the tires I'm taking to the end. There's only 6 laps remaining. Seems like there's only going to be about 5 remaining. We're going to have a 5-lapper lap going for the last lap. And then moving hazardously to get their tires up to temperature. Safety car in this lap. We're going to have 5 laps left, starting on lap 31. Shush controlling the pack here. Take a look down the order, make sure nobody gets a penalty here. But the entire pack is bunched up once again. We are about to get started with Shush. He's just holding that pack up, making sure no one gets a good start, and finally sends it. And opens up a massive gap on Supply Raptor, who gets overtaken by his teammate Goody Doo. I assume that was... Oh, and Supply Raptor is going to take it back now. It's Goody Doo going wide. Supply Raptor assumes that, look, I know I have... Oh, Patriot's really spending a move there around there. Raptor. Victor takes another penalty here. We're going to have 6 seconds of penalties. On the top group, we're only going to have a 3-second penalty on Voodoo and a 3-second penalty on Pagers. Otherwise, everyone else is clean. So here we go. Center taking Mers there. Mers not wanting to give it up, giving a light little left tap to Center, which leaves an opening for Bobina to give Center another little contact spot, and they are pushing hard. Wow, in only 2 corners, it looks like Center is going to lose 3 places if he can't keep it here. Here they come. Around the outside. Oh, contact. Tazonic into the grass. And Center is going to be able to hang on to 7. But will be unable to push up any further here. It's going to be very difficult. So Supply Raptor really being the big winner today with going up 13 places, but we still have 4 laps remaining. Everybody on the tires there is going to go through till the end. So we're going to see Shush really pulling away. Pagers can't get the move on Supply Raptor and Goody Doo. He clearly has a no, he doesn't have a podium position because of that penalty. Seems like Mers could get on the podium here if he pushes. DRS enabled now is when everybody's just going to be sending it down the inside. Pager is low on the ERS. You saw that blinking red light. Let's see if he can't push here. He knows he's out of ERS. He's got to push here. Mers just comfortable staying back, and Center taking a penalty. and dropping back in the order. Fighting hard with Virgil and almost spinning. Oh, group fight allowing him to get back in the race here. Gunner's is having a rough go of it here after the safety car restart. Our race leader for almost 27 laps is now down to 9th with very little prospect of getting on the podium at all. He's really only going to come out of this with about 2 points. With the group up front fighting for that podium position now is going to be Merz, Supply Raptor, Bobina. That's it. Tigers is going to have to pull way too much, but low on ERS, high on penalty time. Oh, sends one around the outside. Just not willing to give up that position. And you have to be a little upset there if you're Merz. That was a very strong move there from Tigers. Wade moves down to the inside. We're going to see, and Merz makes it stick. So to Merz pushing up. We'll see if he can't catch those final podium positions. I think Supply Raptor and Goody Doo are comfortable with where they are at. I think Supply Raptor wants to almost protect his teammate Goody Doo on the old mediums here. We're going to see if Merz can get a good move on Supply Raptor, even though he's low on ERS. And can Tigers actually get that comeback shot at Merz? A lot still to be decided here with the podium and the top 5. Coming down into the center S. No moves here. We have 2 laps left. We're on lap 35. Bobina has saved that ERS. Everybody else looking very low. This has to be the time to make that run. He saved it up for something. You've got to use it. You've really got to push instead of taking another penalty. Oh, the race leader just having a day, and I believe he's dropped down to last place, and that is going to be his day, going from E1 all the way down. But we are still going to follow along with this race here. Virgil just doesn't have the tires to keep up with the top group here. Everybody's just staying in line. We're going to see if anybody can push it to the end. Does Merz go for the job on Supply Raptor? No. He knows he's low on ERS. Might make a move on his teammate, Supply Raptor. No, thinks better of it. He knows he has this position no matter what. But we're going to see if he maybe just wants to prove something and beat his teammate on track. Oh, Bobina making the move on Pedro. So Bobina moving up into P5. If he can keep it close, he could come P4 here, and Goody Doo could fall down as far as P5 or P6, depending on how quick this pack moves for Pedro. So you're going to have to see, there's a couple people with some high ERS here. You're going to see this last drag race down to the final start-finish checkered flag, and here we go. Can Supply Raptor hold on to Merz? Merz has more ERS. It's going to be a drag race down. You see he's going to take the P2. Oh, and Merz just gets it done. Couldn't have been more than 1,000th of a second. What a drag race down to the finish for Merz, and coming P2 with Goody Doo falling down to 5th. And that is going to be your round 7 North American Race League. Wow, what a great race. Supply Raptor really came up a long way, benefited from the safety car. Merz fought hard the whole race and seems to have brought himself back. So I really want to thank everybody for watching. This was a lot of fun. This is my first Twitch stream ever, so I do apologize for any mistakes. The podium here. So we're going to take a look at some of these finishing times because I really want to see just how close MERS and Supply Raptor were. Wow. 1.012 seconds. Wow, that is just unbelievable. But Shush taking the win after benefiting from that safety car from the 6th position on the grid. MERS going up to 2 from P10, and Supply Raptor going up from 16th to take the final place on the podium. I really want to thank everyone for watching. This was a great race. I can't say thank you enough, and I hope you all enjoy your evening.